dear viewers. Warm welcome to the another special episode of Channel I Exclusive. We have got two guests with us this program. One is Mr. Dembo Bazzi, High Commissioner to India and Bangladesh of Republic of Gambia and Ambassador to Union of Myanmar. And we have got Mr. M. Haider Uzzaman. He's the Honorary Consul of Republic of Gambia in Bangladesh. Warm welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. High Commissioner, please tell us about you have been designated to Bangladesh. What is your feeling to be here as High Commissioner?
First of all, I must once again express my profound thanks to His Excellency, the President of Bangladesh, the government and the people of your country for the warm reception I have received since my arrival about 6 days ago. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the greatest feelings to be accredited to a broader Muslim country like Bangladesh. Mm-hmm. I have been to many other countries as ambassador, but the feeling is greater with me with that of Bangladesh because we share a lot of affinities. We are all members of the OIC. We belong to the same Islamic Ummah. Mm-hmm. And we have had very strong relations in the past, which I am here to reestablish and strengthen the relations to a very high level, to the extent that we will soon be seeing Gambia, Bangladesh, more intense interaction. So really, I'm very pleased to be here.
Please tell us about exact goal we can achieve between Bangladesh and Gambia. What is the special from your point of view to Bangladesh? What kind of business Gambia can look at Bangladesh?
Well, you know, of top priority in the development agenda of the Gambia is agriculture, number one. Mm-hmm. And in terms of agriculture, Bangladesh is to be recognized and admired for the fact that in spite of the natural calamities in the Asia region, Bangladesh is able to stand the test of time in terms of sufficient food production to take care of the population. Mm-hmm. So the expertise, the experience, the technology that you have in agriculture, the Gambia stands to relate to you so that we can benefit from such expertise and experience that will enable us to boost our agricultural production in the area of food security. So this is very key element of my assignment to establish a very strong technical bilateral cooperation between the two countries in the field of agriculture. That's priority number one. Priority number two that we aim to achieve with our relations with Bangladesh is in the area of health.
Health.
Mm-hmm. We need from Bangladesh your doctors and your nurses mm-hmm. to come and join hands.
How many of them can be employed in your country, Gambia?
Well, as much as we have.
Well, that is, the number is indefinite.
Yes, it's indefinite because right now we had only 2 major hospitals prior to independence, but over time we have been able to increase this to 5 major hospitals.
What Bangladesh can look upon Gambia to boost our business, and what are the areas Bangladesh can march ahead with that business idea?
Gambia has got several basic points where we can add up our values to Gambian economy, and also we can benefit greatly. One is agriculture, as His Excellency was saying. Agriculture where we have good farmers, we have the experts here, and we have the technical know-how. They have a lot of fertile land, mm-hmm. and we have already got some land, and we are under process of getting some more land where we can grow rice, where we can grow other crops, mm-hmm. and can mitigate the local demand. And also we can help Bangladesh by exporting some of them to Bangladesh. That is one side. The other side is the trade and commerce. They import 100% of their medicines from outside, mostly from Europe. And there, our pharmaceutical industry can easily get in and export pharmaceuticals to Gambia. They can have the Bangladeshi industries can go and set up their units in Gambia and export it using the AGOA benefits to American market, which is duty-free access.
What is that AGOA? Can you just elaborate this?
This is an agreement between the African state and the United States, mm-hmm. that the African states' goods can enter into the American territory without any duties and taxes.
Where Bangladesh can be benefited out of that AGOA with US this Gambia has?
because now if we are exporting from Bangladesh to the United States, United States importers are paying a tax in the United States for importing out of Bangladesh. This tax they don't have to pay if they are importing from Gambia. So this is one of the facilities that Bangladeshi industrialists that are willing to set up industries in Gambia and enjoy these facilities. And logistically, it is very closer. It's only 5 hours flight from Gambia to the United States. And the third issue is the port. Gambia has one of the state-of-the-art port. And
Seaport.
Which is named as Banjul Port. And this is serving the whole region. But Gambia is a small country, but the user of the port is another 6-7 countries.
Regional countries.
Regional countries who are sitting behind Gambia, who are landlocked, like Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, Burkina Faso, Mali, Senegal, up to Mauritania. And all these countries are right now importing and exporting their goods via Banjul Port, where we can really play a bigger role. Our shipping industry, our logistical industry, we have a very strong logistical industry.
So these are the three parts that Bangladesh can look upon.
They can very well.
Okay, Mr. Bajji, can you tell us about the point you were actually describing, that employment can be exported to your country from Bangladesh?
If we have a technical cooperation agreement between the two countries, whereby Bangladesh supplies us with doctors and nurses.
But
And
what
we-
will be their wages? Can there be any kind of discrimination like other countries and your country? Because we heard that the West African countries are not that rich like the Western destinations for our manpower we have. So can there be a good kind of salary and wages for the nurses and doctors?
Well, if it is at the government level, that is considered as technical cooperation. The wages are retained by Bangladesh, and the Gambia retains the accommodation, the transportation, the communication, and monthly pocket money of $500 or $1,000 a month. That is what Gambia can afford under the technical
For the
cooperation
doctors or
agreement.
for the nurses you are talking? These,
For both the doctors and the nurses.
But Bangladeshi doctors are earning a lot at home.
Yeah.
Then why would they go beyond their territories for that kind of a small money?
Their earnings are retained by the government.
Okay.
If it is government level, I'm not talking about the
Okay,
private,
private
sector.
sector.
I'm talking about government to government.
How about the private sector?
The private sector, doctors, once the information reaches the Gambian private clinics and hospitals, they are in a position to recruit doctors and will put them on very good wages that they don't have to come down because of going there to come down on their
You just
earnings.
said that you have got only 2 hospitals now.
5 major hospitals.
5 major hospitals.
Government.
Government.
That is
And
government.
How about, what is the numbers in the private sector hospitals?
In the private sector hospital, about 4.
4.
Yes.
So 5 and 4, 9 major hospitals you have.
Yes.
The smaller is the better.
Better
The small
because-
is beautiful. Then
Yes,
you're
it's
saying.
beautiful. For example, one advantage to the smallness is that we are the highest tourist destination in West Africa. 500 to 800,000 tourists a year from all over Europe.
That's a good amount.
Yeah, because of the peace, because of the friendliness of the people, because of the
That
infrastructure
we can
for
feel
tourism.
talking to you. We can
Yes.
feel the warmth and freely
Yes.
and the fair and
Yes.
nice way of talking and having
The
good chat.
opportunities available for safaris, river cruise, ecotourism, the African experience.
What is the economy size you have in your country? What
We are importing more than we are exporting.
Okay. It's an import-based country rather.
Right, it's import-based country, and therefore the revenue also is more
So what kind of
tax-based.
product Bangladeshi businessmen can export to your country?
The one that will be very popular is fabrics or textiles.
Okay. What kind of textile we are talking here? Denims or knitwear or woven? What?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them
So
will
all
be
kind
very
of
popular.
garments can be exported to Gambia.
Very popularly.
Okay.
And you have to understand one thing. When we talk about Gambia, the market is always beyond Gambia because the 5-6 countries around us, they look up to Gambia to get their
I believe
things.
15 to 16 countries are situated in the West Africa.
In 17.
17.
Yes.
So can Gambia be a gateway for Bangladeshi businessmen to start with?
Yes. In fact, because we are already used as the supermarket of West Africa. So all the goods come to Gambia and they are exported in the region. So this will be a very good opportunity for Bangladesh to position itself for the quantum leaps in, bringing in their goods and spreading it in the region.
Dr. Haider, can you just tell us that we have got some kind of impediments, bottlenecks or red tapeism in exporting or discovering the new areas beyond our thinking, beyond our limited thinking we have? How our government machinery could be helpful in discovering countries like Gambia?
Our country, our private sectors are very, very active. One of the best in the earth, I must say. What we need only is a policy support. We don't need any kind of a big help from the government. We want the policy support from the government. Our private sector can play all the roles needed. So any policy support will do for the private sector to go and do their investment. Like we are currently struggling with one thing is that our policy doesn't allow us to take the foreign currency from here to make investment into foreign countries. We had a meeting last year regarding this agricultural production in different African states with the Honorable Prime Minister, where it was decided that for agricultural purpose, these foreign exchange regulations will be relaxed and will be allowed to take out our money to make investment in terms of agricultural products. I think this is a great opening and this is a great message for the country's private sector people.
What is the per capita income for every individual in Gambia?
It's around $700.
That's fairly good for a developing country, I believe.
It is. It is quite well.
At least double than the Bangladeshis.
It is. Though the size of the
population is nothing to Bangladesh. It's 165 million. We are talking here in Bangladesh, and it's only 1.5 million total, the permanent Gambians, ethnic Gambians.
Yes. But there are 1.1 million foreigners living into Gambia because of its
peaceful permanent country. Settlers.
But we don't have even one Bangladeshis, except Haider Uzzaman. So we want more Bangladeshis.
There is always the first time for everybody. So you have opened the door for Bangladesh.
And the Honorable President of the Republic of Gambia mentioned that since we host 1.1 million foreigners, why not any amount of Bangladeshis, as His Excellency High Commissioner also mentioned.
How much Bangladesh can export to Gambia if Bangladesh is that keen about it?
Well, the issue is, as I mentioned to you earlier, that Bangladesh is not only Bangladesh can look at Gambia. The moment you are putting your footstep in Gambian soil,
so the possibility is enormous.
Yes,
the possibility is
you
enormous.
are putting your footstep into 7 other countries.
Yes.
And these are all open border, and there is no tax barrier, no
visa,
nothing is required for them to go internally from one country to the other country. It's ECOWAS. This is the economic community of West African states. So this is ECOWAS, all the 17 countries, they allow their citizens to move around and their transports.
It's like the European Union thing.
Yes. And then this is how they can, they are using. So we should take the benefit of these facilities. So if you are looking at Gambia itself, may not be a very big market. But if you're looking at it as an ECOWAS situation, that's a multi-billion dollars business we are talking about for Bangladesh.
And Mr. Bazzi, as I learned that you are coming from a power family rather, your daughter is the health minister in your country, and 5 of your brothers are in the same profession, diplomacy. They all are diplomats. So you can play a very key role in developing, in boosting up the business initiative from Bangladesh and the other countries you are accredited for.
Yes, I mean, this is possible. And let me just give you one example. The Gambia imports nearly $350 million a year of rice. Not to talk about the rest of West Africa. And rice is the staple food of not only Gambia, but the whole of West Africa. If Gambia is importing nearly $400 million
they eat rice like Bangladeshis.
Yes, it's the staple food.
More than Bangladesh.
And the rest of West Africa is importing huge quantities of rice. And Bangladesh has the expertise, has the know-how, has the varieties of rice we want.
Oh, yeah.
So just imagine, if this is possible, we don't have to...
Mr. High Commissioner, the real hero in our economy is the agro-based farmers we have. We really hope that Bangladesh and Gambia can be strengthening its relation between these two friendly Muslim countries, moderate Muslim countries, I believe, and the business will grow and grow further. And you, Mr. Dembo Bazzi, and dr.m. Haider Uzzaman, Honorary Consul here, and you are the High Commissioner designated for Bangladesh. You both can play the pivotal role to boosting it up. Thank you very much for joining me in the show today.
Thank you very much, and thanks to Channel I.